I didn't expect to win this game. I said after last week's Kansas game, we're a 4-8 team, and that's what we are. That's what we're going to be. We're definitely not beating Kansas State. Kansas State's way better than that West Virginia team. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get skull drag next week. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 41-17. That's what I think is going to happen. And Jay, I disagree in this game. I agree. Kansas, there was a lot. They showed a little bit more heart today, a lot more heart. And especially there's specific guys on this team that definitely show heart. There are other guys that have quit. They're 100% absolutely. And you'll see those guys enter the transfer portal and leave. And that's a good thing. We don't want quitters on this team. We need a new culture. (1989, 1997, 2016). The only one I ever saw in my lifetime was 2016, and yeah, that was a god awful team. That was a team that lost. If you go, obviously they lost to Kansas. They also lost to a really bad. They got blown out by a really bad TCU team when they were specifically playing for the head coach's job that they said they liked, and they got blown out by it. I think 7-5 TCU team, maybe 6-6. So that's pathetic. That team I think is worse than this team personally. I think this team would beat that team, especially just because I think Sark would scheme up so much against that Texas defense. That Texas defense was terrible. I will say it improved from what it was at the beginning of the year to the 2016 team because Charlie Strong took over and it got a little bit better, but it still wasn't good. No, that's really stupid. Okay, first off, let's address this. I just can't skip over this. If you believe that, you're part of the problem. And what I mean by that is this program is in this position because we haven't given someone enough time. We can't just keep overturning people year after year after year at the head coaching position. If you want to fire PK, I have no issue with that. His schemes make no sense to me. They haven't made sense since day one, and they've progressively got worse, and he hasn't adjusted. So I have no issue with that. But the head coach has to stay for at least, I think we give Sark, my opinion, 4 years minimum. For the simple fact, guys, who wants to come here? Who can we get that you can say head and shoulders is going to be better than Steve Sarkisian is going to be? I can't name anyone. Urban Meyer's not coming here. Nick Saban's not coming here. Those are only two guys that you can guarantee. And Lincoln Riley, and of course, he's not going to come here. And Ryan Day. So 4, Dabo Swinney 5. None of those guys are leaving their programs to come to Texas. That's not going to happen. So get over it. He's going to be our coach for a while, and he should be our coach for a while. He doesn't even have his players in here. That's just stupid to say that. VP, if PK must have Jimmy Lake to be successful, then I 100% agree with that. That's what I said. I want him fired personally. Like I said, his schemes make no sense. He doesn't adjust. Like I talked to Mark earlier in the week. I basically said, he plays this defense where he allows you 5 to 7 yards per play. If you want to take it, he's not going to allow the kill shots downfield. And then he expects to stop you in the red zone. The problem is he's not stopping anyone in the red zone now. Early on in the year, we kind of were doing that. Now it's you get those 5 to 7 yard chunks and then you score a touchdown. That's what Kansas did. Kansas was 7 of 7 in the red zone for touchdowns. So if you're allowing them to march down the field, take up time off the clock, and not preventing touchdowns in the red zone so your offense can outscore them by touchdowns while they kick field goals, then you just need to go the Todd Orlando route and just blitz the hell out of them. I'd way rather have that. At least it's an aggressive mentality, and in my opinion, would keep the guys more engaged. That it doesn't make any sense to me. It's a stupid scheme. I don't like it. I want him gone. And like I said, I'll give him, if he wants to get Jimmy Lake and say, hey, listen, the secondary coaches don't know what they're doing to marry my front 7 with the back 4, then fine. He can use that excuse, bring on Jimmy Lake. And if it doesn't get better next year, fire them both. But if he can't use that excuse and there's no chance of getting Jimmy Lake, bye-bye. And Jeremiah, I agree with this. Carter's been playing better every game, whether he thinks or not. He's made little improvements. He hasn't gone from like a D+ quarterback, which he was at the beginning of the year, C- to like an A+. You're thinking Heisman type stuff. He's made little incremental improvements throughout the season. His pocket presence has gotten a lot better, especially in this game. Now it was impressive. His footwork has gotten better. His decision-making needs to get a little bit better. He also needs to get rid of the ball a little sooner because that's kind of why he got hurt. He holds on to it a little bit too much. Holy crap, we didn't just hit rock bottom. We drilled in the core of the earth. Yeah, we did.